to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught over the middle, it's Butler. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Quarterback adapted. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble. While he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Finds his man, it's Brown. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Hamilton. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
To the air, it's Levin. Extending the play. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Arizona State! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Completes the shuffle pass. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Oh, he's got some space. Spins away from the defense. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Levin. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The screen, he can go. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lockett. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Sun Devils! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia is just getting the backside of those silver britches kicked today. This is the kind of game diehards of other SEC programs have been waiting for. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's in open space downfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown Sooner. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking to pass. It's Levin. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. Spins away from the defender. Breaks into the open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Hamilton. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw it. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads it left. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's out past the 35. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Tatum. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. And the offense will take any help it can get. Thanks for the penalty. 2nd and goal, closer to the doorstep. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Music now! Music now! Line trumpet! Line stick! Stands!
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Back's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it? Touchdown, Oklahoma! And that one will put them up. in the second half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite.
Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Mateer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second and 10 after the previous play.
Okay, break. Ready. Got it.
Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell. When he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to pass, it's Levin. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down.
Ruled out of bounds at the 13-yard line. And a first down for the offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wants to keep it in the air. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got room on the return. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him. There's a flag on the field. Wow, you just don't see that a lot. Pass interference negating a pick six. What a costly penalty. The Sun Devils line it up with a first and goal. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They'll try to blast their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, and after that running play, this is now a critical third down here for the offense. You just got an interception. You've got to pay this thing off. You've got to find a way to cap this drive off and score some points. So this third down right here is massive.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
The screen, he's got wheels. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Might be calling a hot route. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The toss sweep to the right. He steps out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Great awareness there on that run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand him the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Looking left. It's caught. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And with 5 seconds left, this one to send us to overtime. Just drives it between the uprights. And they tie it up, fellas, here in the final second.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They've tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. To the air, it's Levitt. He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Snap in the shotgun. Unloads to the right. This time he's got his man. And they're able to make the tackle.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with.
Touchdown, Arizona State! They jump on top here in OT.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Tatum. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Catch in the middle, it's Tatum. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games...
Touchdown Sooners! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Leaves it with the running back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Grabs it in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires into the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. It turns out that celebration all for naught. Touchdown called back on the penalty, and they'll have to try it again. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll take a shot. If he houses this, it's ball game. Taking it the other way. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. Powers through the defender. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're passing on what would be a game-winning field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Looking downfield, it's Levin. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Wants to go up top. Dances away. Zings it complete to the right. And another answer. We're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids. The play action fake. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied.
Score remains tied.
They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. They'll run it. Clutch play and execution ties the game again, and we'll play another overtime. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.